In today's episode, we talk about why nothing is happening to you, but everything is happening through you. It is very common to feel at the mercy of life, other people, government, or even faith. And this is a belief, not a fact, not a truth. Victimhood can be seductive. Why?
Because it can provide a sense of identity or even community, but it also keeps us from realizing our true power as creators.
Would you say that some people simply are unaware that they choose to be victims? It serves them in some way?
Exactly. Often people are unaware that victimhood can serve a hidden purpose, like avoiding responsibility or maintaining familiar patterns. It's a subconscious choice, but once they recognize it, they can reclaim their power.
It is easier to blame something external, something created in your mind, than actually looking inside at yourself.
Absolutely. Blaming something external can feel safer because it doesn't require us to confront our inner world. But true transformation happens when we look within and recognize our own role in shaping our reality.
Many spiritual masters talk about reality is a mirror of belief and frequency. What you believe about yourself and the world determines what you see reflected back.
Exactly. The world reflects your inner state. When you change your beliefs and frequency, the reflection changes. It's a profound reminder that you have the power to shape your experience from the inside out.
So your emotion is not your frequency only, because sometimes people say, oh, well, I was focusing so much on being wealthier, and I was repeating in my mind that I want to be wealthier, and I even felt it, but it didn't work. What would you tell them?
I'd say that frequency isn't just what you want or think, it's what you truly believe. If deep down you hold limiting beliefs about wealth or self-worth, they can override your conscious intentions. Aligning your entire being, mind, heart, and belief system is key.
What is the easiest way to get down to those limiting beliefs, even perhaps especially those ones which are only half conscious?
One of the simplest ways is to pay attention to your emotional triggers. When something provokes a strong reaction, it's often pointing to a hidden belief. Journaling these moments, meditating on them, or even using techniques like guided visualization can help bring these beliefs to the surface.
So in other words, doing things which help you being more self-aware.
Exactly. The more self-aware you become, the easier it is to uncover and transform those limiting beliefs. It's a journey of gentle curiosity and compassion toward yourself.
And as a part of this reclaiming authorship of one's own dream, because that's what it is, this life is no different from your night dream. It's a reflection of your inner world. So what would you say about that to those who are not familiar with this concept, with this idea, or they think this is just a nice spiritual metaphor?
I'd invite them to consider their own experiences of dreaming. When you're dreaming, everything feels real until you wake up. This life is similar. It's all a projection of your consciousness. Even if it's just seen as a metaphor, it's a powerful one that can shift how we perceive and interact with our reality.
When one starts shifting this understanding about this reality being something solid, external, outside of yourself, outside of your power, and you start thinking about it more as being in a dream, being their dream, what happens in life?
A profound shift occurs. You move from feeling like a passive observer to an active creator. You start to see synchronicities, feel empowered, and trust your intuition more deeply. Life begins to feel more fluid, and possibilities expand as you realize you are both the dreamer and the dream.
We move from reaction to creation. We were taught to react, but we were born to create.
Exactly. When we embrace our role as creators, we realize we can shape our reality consciously. Instead of reacting to circumstances, we set intentions, align with them, and watch them manifest. Our lives become a beautiful dance of creation.
Can you talk more about the whole idea of the state of being? Because I know that many people, many of us, we often focus on our thoughts, even our emotions, and we think that that will do, but then we completely are detached or not in touch with our deepest beliefs, which might contradict our preference of the moment.
Absolutely. Your state of being is the totality of your thoughts, emotions, and most importantly, your core beliefs. It's like an energetic signature. If your surface thoughts and emotions aren't aligned with your deeper beliefs, there's a disconnect. The key is to bring those subconscious beliefs into awareness so your entire being is in harmony with what you truly desire.
It sounds like it's quite a courageous move to move from the idea of asking yourself, why is this happening to me again, to why is this happening through me again?
Absolutely, it takes courage. That shift requires radical self-honesty and responsibility, but it's also incredibly empowering because it means you can transform any pattern. It shifts you from feeling like a victim of circumstance to the powerful creator of your own experience.
And also the idea that we are not born in circumstances that were assigned to us by others, that we choose many of the themes of exploration which are connected to specific circumstances, like being born in a poor family, poor country, for example, and having seemingly less opportunities. Can you talk more about that?
Certainly. From a broader perspective, it's believed that our souls choose certain life themes for growth and exploration. These themes might include specific challenges, like being born into poverty, to catalyze growth, compassion, or resilience. It's not about being stuck in those circumstances, but recognizing them as opportunities for expansion and deeper understanding.
The people, events, and energies around us are not separate from us. They all are symbols in our dreams. So what kind of practical day-to-day consequences has this understanding?
This understanding can profoundly shift your daily life. You start to see every encounter, challenge, and joy as a reflection of your inner world. This awareness brings a sense of responsibility and empowerment. Instead of feeling at the mercy of circumstances, you realize you can shift your reality by shifting your inner state.
The easiest way really to change the circumstances, those external circumstances we often do not enjoy, is not focusing so much on getting a new job, changing but in a hard way these circumstances, but rather returning to oneself and revising one's own deepest beliefs and being very honest about them.
Precisely. The most effective way to transform your external circumstances is to begin within. By revising your beliefs and aligning with your true desires, you naturally create shifts in your outer world. It's a more effortless, harmonious way to manifest change.
I call my mom and she says, I ask her how she is, what's new, and she always says, oh, it's the same old same. But in fact, it is not, because she creates or recreates the same experience over and over again, but yet it is always created as a new experience.
Exactly. Even when things seem unchanged, there's always a fresh creation happening. Each moment offers a new opportunity to perceive, interpret, and respond differently. It's a reminder that even repetitive patterns are still expressions of our creative power.
What would you like to say as your closing message to the listeners about today's topic?
I'd say this: remember, you are the dreamer of your reality. Every experience, every encounter is a reflection of your inner world. Embrace your role as a conscious creator and watch how life transforms from the inside out. Trust in your power and let your dreams guide you.
If nothing is happening to you, but everything is happening through you, what would you choose to believe today?